Welcome to Season 3.
We aspire to be piss poor.
I'm all for eating more meat.
Oh, let me just tell you one more thing. So I couldn't take my coat off, so I had to sit all the way through the performance with my coat on. They got my boobs out.
Good evening, Andy.
Good morning, good evening, good night. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Reminds me of Truman Show, that. Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Don't think I've ever seen it. I don't know why you're surprised. Every film that you ever mentioned that's brilliant, I've never seen. It is a true story.
I just want to sit you down and just watch classics.
Do you?
No, that's absolutely right, I don't, yeah. No, but I know we'll talk about something else tonight, but your culture of film is horrific.
I just watch, if I find a good film, I'll watch it again.
Yeah, I've not got a problem with that. I have my classes, my go-tos, I've got all that. But actually, your wide genre is terrible. Like, did you send me a thing the other day? It was like the top 10 films to watch of all time. I've seen all 10.
Yeah, I've not seen any.
Not seen one. And like there was all, I think it was top 10 gangster films, wasn't it? So it was quite specific. It was
because for some reason, Shawshank Redemption, I'm sure I've said this to you before, I like it, great film, gets loads and loads of press about it being one of the best films ever. I don't know why.
I agree, I know exactly what you're saying. It's a great film, it's good, it's not one of the best of all time, no chance. It's too long for one.
But a lot of people say it's a brilliant film.
It's a really good film. It's a really good film. Really good film.
But I don't know why it's a really good film. I couldn't honestly tell you why it's a really good film.
Storyline's good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm doing at the moment?
Right at this very moment.
No. I'm watching H.G. Wells adaptations from book.
Is that Rupert the Bear? Winnie the Pooh?
No. It's
Harry
War
Potter?
of the Worlds, Animal Farm.
Oh, I've seen Animal Farm.
Not the Animal Farm I'm thinking of.
I've seen Animal Farm.
I've seen the Animal Farm book is brilliant. Have you ever read Animal Farm?
No, watch the film.
4 feet good.
2
feet.
Somebody had 4 feet.
Oh, man.
Speaking of 4 feet worth of solid and utter prime, this episode is part 3
of the vasectomy.
So we've got an update. There is an update. I suppose I should very, very quickly go back to the start of this journey. Go back and listen to part 1 and part 2. This is part 3. I went
Final
through,
part as well.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be another one, is there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I hope not. Good. Unless it falls off.
If it falls off, it's not doing vasectomy. That's going to be put in place. You shouldn't be put in, dirty dog.
Ouch. So yeah, part 3. So I've had a vasectomy. We both had a vasectomy, not at the same time. You went through yours. You was a bit of a big.
We've been down here.
Just give him.
I was an absolute agony, man.
For months.
I think I got an infection.
Whatever.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. And I sailed through mine. I could have played cricket the next day. Easy. So the journey begins once you've had it done. You've then got 12 weeks, I believe,
to clear those tubes out.
To get the tubes, all them swimmers gone, by hook or by crook, however you're going to get them pipes emptied.
Hooking them out? What way? A needle? What?
That could have been where I went wrong. So this is possibly the most awkward part ever, because you have to create a sample.
Yeah.
I've never put a sample in a cup before.
No.
Wasn't really sure how to do it.
What do you mean?
Well, like, if it was, I don't know, a tube of Pringles. I mean, obviously, take the Pringles out first.
You ruined them bloody Pringles.
But the tube was like...
salt and vinegar on your tip.
Tink. the tube, I won't even call it a tube, it's a pot. It's a little pot.
Yeah, little.
Only a little bit bigger than, say, a McDonald's sauce sachet thing. You know, the little tubs.
Mine was bigger than that.
Yeah, this one weren't big.
Mine was like a beaker.
A beaker? What were they expecting from you?
It was more getting me drunk in it.
Beaker.
After we had it, he said, "You'll need this one, mate." And he slipped me a big cup, mate.
Here's a spare.
You need a big cup, you mate. Yeah, it was like a decent size.
Yeah, mine won.
I remember dropping the whole lot.
I've got a picture. I'll show you.
I don't want to see that.
So yeah, so you've got to do this sample. I had 45 minutes. I should not have left a pause there. But 45 minutes to get this sample warm, cooking, and to the clinic. Bear in mind, the clinic's about 30 minutes away. So I've got to get it done, got to get it in the pot, got to get it there. Done it. So you get there, and I got there first thing in the morning. You had to book your slot. That was the other thing.
Yeah, I think I had to book a slot.
Yeah, didn't realise that till about 2 days before. Tried to book a slot, couldn't book it on the day that I was intending on doing it.
All of your hands going, but I've got it ready for you.
It's all down my chin.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God, like a sprinkler system. So couldn't take it on the day that I wanted to take it. Had to take it the following week. I'd booked the day off, bear in mind, to take it.
God, how many samples you have to do? Day off.
So I'd got some holiday days left, so I thought...
We took a whole day to do it.
I wanted to caress, to treat myself.
Which is a film to watch.
No, because what I wanted to do, I took the day off so I didn't have to fully explain to people why I was just having an hour off in the morning.
I didn't care, me. I was like, I've got to go with my sperm sample.
So, the next week, I'd booked it in and then had to tell them at work that I just needed to go drop something off first. I think that's as much as I said, and nobody asked me any further questions. So, well, I'm happy with that. So did that. Managed to get there early. Car park was empty. Brilliant. Because
You doing car park, did you?
45 minutes. That's all I got. No, so got me some of that. I strapped it in passenger seat so it didn't go anywhere.
What, the tub or your junk?
Both.
You wish.
Just flew it over gear stick. Got there because I thought, I don't want a queue. Nobody wants to be stood in a queue, do they, with your own
semen
fluid in your hand in a very small pot. Gets there, rings the bell. Lovely lady comes down, very polite. Fill some forms in, on your way. I was literally in there about 14 seconds.
It's normal what people say you've been in there for.
That's on a good day. So I'm out of there. And then that's it. So I got rest of the day to myself. No, I didn't, because I had to go to work that day. That's what I had to do. They then take, I think it was 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
4 weeks to let you know. I think it was about that. And then it rocks into Christmas time. There was postal strikes. So I was like, I don't really know what my results are. Gets to Christmas. In between Christmas and New Year, gets a letter saying, "Whoa, Tiger."
Put some wrapping on that thing.
Yeah. There's still swimmers that are still alive. And I'm like, oh no, what does this mean? You were saying this means you've definitely not had it done because she was in no pain.
To the point, I genuinely still think you got tickled sooner than cut.
It was very gentle, I'm not going to lie about that. We've always joked that, because I've had kids young, and I've had 3 of them, that my swimmers are really strong. And I'm thinking, they are. This is it. You cannot cut me. You cannot trim my pipes. These bad boys are
still making it.
These are hardcore. These are military precision seamen. So, asked to book an appointment to go. I've got to go into the clinic this time. It's like they don't believe that what I've dismantled at home.
Well, like you said to me, hey, drop one in here for me, I'll take it to the shop.
So you have to go into the clinic and do it in there. The only time I could get was a mid-afternoon slot. So I had to go with my second pot and fill it in. This could well be the most awkward thing I've ever done.
Oh, hang on, what? So you went into like a clinic, he or she slid the tub across to you and went, in that room there, knock one out.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
I thought you'd been back with another tub. I
had to go do it there.
What? So like, oh.
You had to do it on site.
Hang on, so I never have to do this. What's in the room?
Right.
This is what I want to know. What's in the room?
So, first time I went, car park empty. Second time I went, rammed.
Oh,
so I'm thinking...
Don't care about that.
You do? Because I don't want to go inside.
Yeah, but...
Stood in a queue with people, like at the butchers, where you take a ticket and they go, it's your turn.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, is there like a room where... So you're the 5th person in there and all 5 people before that have knocked one out?
No. That room, before I got in there, was virginal.
How do you know?
Nobody had ever been in there before in their life. They just built it for me on that day.
Right, so... Yeah,
Nobody's ever been in that room before.
Because
nobody's naked bum has been on the same seat that I sat.
That's what I'm talking about. Are you sat on the same chair as someone else and knocked one up?
Nope.
You have though?
Nope. Nobody's ever been in that room before. So I gets there. I got there as always.
And there's like other guys sitting there going, there's two of them going, oh mate, I'm in next. Go get back to work, man. Hurry up.
No.
Imagine if you're in there and it's like, oh God, this guy's a dreamer. He's got 20 minutes.
Well, this is the story. So I gets there. There's nobody in the building. There's nobody in the reception bit. So I'm like, right, what do I do here? There's a bell. Ringing this bell. Nobody's coming. Literally. So I had to ring them and say, look, I've got an appointment. I'm at reception and I'm ringing the bell. I don't think it's working. So this lady comes down. Brilliant. Have you got your tub? Yeah. Have you got your paperwork? Yeah. Leads me into this room next door. And I don't even know how I could describe it. I had a toilet in there, I had a sink in there, I had a chair in there. There was no furnishings. It was literally wiped down everywhere. And there was like a little box on the corner in the wall where you have to put it when you're finished. And then at the other side of that, they're at that side.
With gloves and hazmat on. Yeah. Tongues pulling off the wall.
And she's like, right, there you go. Just put your sample in there when you've done.
Opposite little window. Like, see, you knocking one out.
You do not know how closely I checked around that room for cameras.
How could you do that, though? Do that?
Exactly. I'm a machine.
I don't think I could have done that in that pressure situation.
So, and then you've got the bell to ring to let them know that it's there because they want to pick the sample up straight away. You have to fill on the form if there's any spillage. You know, like
I scooped off my hands off the seat.
You know, like if you go to a petrol station and they want to know if you've spilled any outside of your car.
Who asked that?
What, petrol station?
Is it?
There's signs all over.
What, spilled down my car?
Report any spillages.
Is there?
Yeah. Same in there. She wanted to know if there's any spillages and how much.
About a handful.
A gobful.
Right, so this next question is going to be a bit thingy. But what source material are they giving you?
There's no material.
There's no source material?
There's no material in there. You're just in there on your own. There's no, like, magazine racking going.
That's what I'm asking.
DVD collection.
That's what I'm thinking. How do you get... So, I have been funny hit, but it's hard for the best of times. Never mind trying to get yourself
Solo.
open. Do you know what I mean? I'd have been thumbing a soft in the There'd be no chance. Not in a month for Sundays could I walked in a clinical room and gone, here we go, my friend, we're off on one. Not a chance.
I'm a machine. Nothing stops me. Gotta be careful if I spend too long in the bathroom.
It's more concerned about what gets you going. Never mind, not nothing stops you.
It was the toilet seat. So, he gets in this room.
Did you take your own material here?
No, because I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't take my own jazz magnet. Are they still a thing? Can you imagine walking in there with a pot and a magazine?
Not like under your armpit, like a newspaper. I'm in for a sample deposit.
One of them portable DVD players. Have you got anywhere I can plug this in?
Lots of people outside where you're going,
So then you're expected to deposit your sample in this pot. That's what I'm going to call it. It's not a jar, it's a pot. Put it in the thing, ring the bell, on your way. Then I presume somebody comes in and burns that room down.
They need to. Oh, man.
There was nobody outside. That was my next fear. Or my other fear was, if I do this quickly, is somebody outside going, wow, you was quick.
Bloody hell, man, yeah.
But I literally, as soon as I got out that door, saw there was nobody about, legged it.
But did the woman think,
well, I didn't see her because I just left it in the little fridge cupboard thing.
Yeah, but she knows that I left it there 2 seconds ago. What's happened here?
Well, this was part of like all these thoughts that are going through your mind because I'm thinking, she knows what I'm doing in this room, but it's a fertility clinic. There'll be people doing it in that room all day long. Not that room. That nobody had done it in that room. Could you imagine going in there with one of them black lights?
Yeah, I'm going to say. Like, any spillages, you're sat in a chair just covered in it.
Like Slimer from Ghostbusters had just got you.
Man.
So yeah, so that was pretty awkward.
I bet it was.
And then obviously, as soon as I got out there, I'm gone. Straight in car, straight gone. I went out there and I got out of the car. So I got into the car, just driving out of the car park, and just started giggling to myself. Because I'm like, I know what I've just done. That was
spillages then?
No.
You see, all in the pot. Good lad.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's the journey. So then you have to wait 2 weeks. If you don't hear anything,
4 weeks first and 2 weeks second.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, no, it did take 4 weeks the first time. I don't think it was supposed to.
Right.
But it said if you've not heard anything, you can not to get in touch. No, it says on the first one, don't get in touch. We will get in touch with you. But because of the postal strikes and stuff, everything was sort of pushed back. And then the second one, I left it 2 weeks and then rang them. And then the one was like, yeah, it says on here, you're good to go.
G to G.
It basically says on the form, it's something like you can abolish all protection.
You can't abolish all protection.
That's what it says.
It's 99.9% effective, isn't
I'm
it?
telling you, honestly, on this letter, there's like 2 lines. That's all it says.
Because I seem to remember mine being different to you. I seem to say, congratulations, you are now sterile. Yeah, I'm sure it said, congratulations, you are now sterile.
Mine says something like, you can class yourself as sterile and you can abandon or abolish all...
Oh, see, I read that as, you kind of, I'm like, congratulations, you're sterile. Woo!
The wording of it's a pretty obscure, though. Because, like, you can still get your diseases.
Of course you can.
Well, that's what I mean, but it just says you can abandon it. There'll be people that'll read that letter and go, brilliant.
Yeah, but... Yeah, okay.
Because people are stupid.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
thinking, where are you putting it? But yeah, sorry.
People will put it all sorts of places.
Yeah, yes, disclaimer, just because you've had snip don't mean you can't get STIs and STDs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So the letter...
Just a quick one, what's the difference between an STI and STD?
An I or a D.
Have you understood that?
I don't know.
Is one like an infection that can clear up quick and one disease that go for life?
That's what I would.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Does a disease keep coming back? Or an infection keep coming back? One or two.
Anyway. Go on. You say?
So yeah, that's it. Got the letter saying I'm good to go. Yeah.
G to G. Throw it around.
It's now just like unicorn dust now, isn't it? It's just... It tastes different.
Does it?
I don't know.
He said that like you. He said that and it was like, what? Does it?
I've no idea how it tastes.
Does that Skittles now? It's a rainbow.
Yes, it does. It tastes like bacon.
What? I'm figuring it out.
So that's it. I would encourage anybody in the same situation as me to go get it done. Absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Just a shame. It feels like it's gone on for like a year.
What? Because it happened towards the end of last year and beginning this
Yeah,
year.
but one, it was like mid last year.
No one.
It was.
No one.
Yes, it was. I'm not going to argue with you. I know when I had it done.
Well, I had mine done beginning of January when I had mine done. And I knew by, I want to say beginning of March, I knew I was sterile.
Yeah. Obviously, Christmas did help within
No,
that
I get that, yeah. And then obviously I had a bit of a dodgy read.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't get why some swimmers kick it. So what happened? You had the last few dreggers coming through, and then that's it, now you're good to G. Like, my concern is, if you're good now, where would those little swims come from? You should have cleaned your pipes out, because that's the whole point in it.
Yeah.
You must clean your pipes out before you do your sample, because they don't want any left behind.
Yeah, pipe cleaner.
Hanging on to a wall as they're coming through.
Grim death. Yeah.
Right.
And I would like to think that maybe it would be better to do 2 samples at the end, just to make sure.
But that's what I'm thinking. If you had a reading that was
Not that I want to go back and do it again.
If you had a reading that was a bit like, whoa, and then going, oh, you're good. I'd be like, can I just get a definitive here? Do you know what I mean? Whereas mine was like, mate, your swimmers are no good. They're true in circles.
We don't know what happened first 2.
Yeah. The fact that you've had children surprises us, but never mind.
Yeah.
But I'd want like a bit of a...
That's what I was sort of thinking.
Do you know what my concern is? Apparently, at some point, if those tubes wave in together, they can fuse back together.
Yeah, you're saying this now. I don't want to hear this sort of stuff.
Well, I'm concerned. Like, do I get to like have an MOT every couple of years and just double check I'm still not producing? Because as far as I'm concerned, you don't, do you now? I'm classed as... But it's 99%, and apparently they can come back together and...
Yeah. I don't know if you ever went through that. I know he said it's never 100%, but...
It's like 99.9% chance that you can never have kids again, but there's a chance... He said to me there's a chance that the tubes can come back together at some point. If they do come back together, and that magical moment they come together, then you're back to square one. After fuse back together. So I've got like tubes just like swinging in the wind, like in the back, like everyone, whoa, brushing against.
Nothing swinging at my age.
Mine are on my knees swinging around. But I was going to say something then as well.
It won't mean anything of any interest.
It might be.
No, but that's it. Job done. Like I say, there's only going to be a part 4 of this story if it drops off now.
Oh, he's knocked someone up.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be an awkward conversation to have, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's wrap it up. Brilliant. Right, I'll see you next Thursday. Thanks for being my support network on this one.
Yeah, big happy days. See you in a minute.
Keep smiling. Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you are providing us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories and keep smiling.